The only locally produced farm radio show with agricultural news, information, interviews, in-depth weather, and more. It's Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly sunny good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Our day's going great. Terry Henne here at Radio Center, along with Matthew Lester, where the skies are just booming out there. Plenty of sunshine, just an absolutely delightful day today. Humidity is a little bit up there. We did have some fog earlier this morning, and people are saying, what's with the fog? Well, it's August. August and September are notorious for having foggy mornings, especially the first part and the middle part of August. A lot of folks don't realize that. For some reason, we seem to have a little bit more humidity, a little bit more Gulf moisture coming up at us. It doesn't always have to be rain. It can be fog, and that's exactly what we had this morning. Kind of like what our precipitation has been over the past few days. Very spotty. And we had, once again, yesterday, some spotty precipitation. But right now, Matthew, we've got plenty of sun. Temperature-wise, what are we looking at?
Well, over at the airport, it's sunny at 75. In Midland, it's sunny also at 75. Here at Radio Center, it's sunny at 76. We have southwest winds at 6 miles per hour, and our pressure for the day is 29.81, and it's falling.
We've got southwest breezes, as Matthew said, and as we go through the day today, we're going to continue to see it under 10 miles per hour. Tonight, we're still going to have a southwest breeze, about 7-8 miles per hour. The difference is going to be that southwest breeze is going to push some shower activity up in our direction. It's going to be, once again, very spotty. I got a funny feeling the southern part of the state here and maybe around 4 o'clock this afternoon, we could see a spot pop up, but very similar to what it was yesterday. Most of you won't see any precipitation at all, maybe just a few more clouds. And then as we go into the nighttime hours, things are going to clear off. Again, there is going to be a spotty chance of a shower around late tonight, but I think the majority of that, once again, is going to be in southern Michigan. Folks down in Indiana, Ohio, and also in eastern sections of Missouri, they are going to be picking up some rather heavy thunder squalls. It does appear as though that low pressure system, the main energy of it with the front that is going to be whipping through, is going to center pretty much south of Michigan. So if there is any precipitation, that's where it's going to be. Hot spot in the state right now. We've got a couple cities at 80 degrees, Muskegon over on the west side and Detroit in the southeast corner. So going through the day today, we should peak out at right around 84 degrees, mostly sunny skies. As I said, a chance of a spotty shower here and there. There is a low pressure system over Hudson Bay. And what that's going to do is it is going to be pushing a front, which has been in the central part of the Upper Peninsula, ranging all the way down into northern Iowa. And if you take a look at the current temperatures, Matthew, you'll see that in the Upper Peninsula, we've got readings. Sawyer Gwynn right now is looking at 68. And quite a few temperatures, Houghton, Copper Harbor, Ironwood. Yeah, they're looking at 68 degrees. So the front has gone through there. And it does appear as though as we go through the remainder of the afternoon and the evening, that front is going to work its way down. 61 is going to be our low tonight. Again, a chance of a shower, a little bit better chance as we go into the early evening, but then tapering off, especially after 10 o'clock tonight, where we won't see much of anything, and it'll be partly cloudy. Clouds early tomorrow. Not saying there's going to be some precipitation. If there is, more than likely it will be before sunrise. 79 is going to be our high tomorrow, so a little bit cooler. We're still going to have that southwest breeze, but tomorrow night, that's when we're going to see a wind shift, and it'll be coming more out of the northwest at about 10 miles per hour. So again, very light, But what that's going to do tomorrow night is drop our temperature about 7-8 degrees below average. We're looking at a low tomorrow night of 53. Then on Friday, we'll try to warm up a little bit, a sunny start, spotty, scattered showers real late on Friday. I think the best chance is going to be Friday evening. After that northwest breeze on Thursday night, it'll be more southwesterly during the day once again on Friday. A real good chance, a much better coverage area chance of precipitation on Friday night, spilling over into the early morning hours on Saturday. But as we work our way through the day on Saturday, whatever cloud cover, whatever shower activity there is going to be leaving us. We'll wind up with partly cloudy skies as we go into the afternoon on Saturday. As a result, our temperatures once again will warm up right around 80 degrees. Saturday morning, the precipitation pattern is going to once again be really small, so not a lot of coverage area as we go through the morning hours on Saturday. Clear sky Saturday night with a low of 60, and moving into Sunday, right around 80 degrees with a low of 61, mostly sunny skies on Sunday, and a chance of showers after midnight on Sunday night, and they'll be spilling over into the day on Monday. Mid-70s for a high on Monday. It looks like Monday is going to, you're going to get a pretty good chance of seeing some shower activity on your back porch. Monday night, though, things are going to be clearing off, 58 for a low, and then Tuesday, we're looking at mostly sunny skies, temperatures at 78. Matthew, yesterday when Jonathan Dent was here, we were talking about precipitation records, what's average for precipitation here in August. Just a hair under 3.9 inches of precipitation. That's what's normal in August. And that's, quite frankly, on normal speak, that is one of the wettest months of the year. The wettest August ever was in 2012. Any guesses on how much rain we got that month?
I'm going to take a solid 5 inches, and that's my guess.
Double that.
10?
9.43 inches in 2012.
Dang.
And 7 of it came in one day.
Really? 7 in one day?
In one day, August the 10th, tomorrow. So celebrate the dry day tomorrow, or at least pretty close to dry, because 11 years ago on August the 10th, we had just under 7 inches of rain. The warmest August the 9th on record was set back in 2001. 95 was our high, 71 was our low. The record high on this date is 95. That was set in 2001. It was also set back in 1936 and tied in 1944. A year ago today, 77 was our high, 57 was our low, no precipitation. We had about 1.5 inches of precipitation so far as of August the 9th, a year ago on this day. Sun will set this evening, 8:49, rise tomorrow morning at 6:35. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Standing by, who do we have?
Up next, we have Cody Harris from Star of the West and Doug Klein from Oppenheimer.
But before we get to those two, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound-up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency, where they want Mr. Farmer to you be prepared. Take advantage of the good things, cover yourself against the bad. It's all about risk management, and that's what the folks at the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency specialize in. They're licensed to serve all of Michigan with both conventional and organic crop insurance. You can get hold of their agents directly on their cell phones for questions or emergencies, or you can call the office in Reese, 989-868-4722. We say good morning to Cody Harris over at Star of the West. Cody, last time I looked, the markets were moving a little bit. What's going on?
Well, they are moving. I will say we got soybeans, I think, for the second day. We're in the positive here this morning, guys. And then as far as corn and wheat's concerned, those kind of the same story. It feels like the last couple of weeks. Wheat's down, corn's down as well. So kind of diving into it. Cash wheat at the moment, we're down 14. That puts it at 612 on the white, 557 on the red. New crop 24 wheat, that's down 11. 692 on the white, 632 on the red. Look over at cash corn, that's down 3 at 488. New crop corn is also down 3 at 436. And then look over at soybeans. Cash soybeans are up 5 at 1321. And new crop soybeans are also up 5 at 1246.
Any particular reason? Is there a government report coming up here pretty quick? What's happening?
Yeah, we have the August USDA report coming out this Friday, so you're seeing a little bit of setting up for that report, I believe. Kind of from what I'm hearing from some analysis, it seems like as far as corn's concerned, they might be keeping their estimate in that kind of 173 to 174 bushels per acre yield range, which is kind of maybe a little bit of a reduction from the last report. And then in addition to that, as far as soybeans are concerned, kind of the same thing. Expect to show maybe a slight decline in yield and production as far as beans are concerned. But that's one thing a lot of guys are saying, that this report's probably taking some data that was before all of this cooler weather and rain. So this could be a mixed bag report as we see on Friday, which I think is why we're seeing the markets kind of react as a mixed bag as well here today.
That makes sense. Cody, you take care. We'll talk to you again soon.
Have a good day. Thanks, guys.
I will. You too. Cody Harris over at Star of the West. To Oppenheimer, we go with Doug Klein. The market report brought to you by Thumb Bank, serving the needs of agriculture for well over 125 years. They've got 13 locations all across the Thumb and the Great Lakes Bay region. Thumb Bank, where relationships are built on trust. And by Schaefer and Beerline, you can get a new Ram truck. The inventory is there at Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth. If you're in the market for a new Ram 1500, Ram heavy-duty pickup, a ProMaster van, or a Ram commercial truck, and you want to buy with confidence from a dealer that knows what customer satisfaction is all about, take a slide over to Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth, where Family and Service sells cars. Doug Klein, good morning.
Good morning.
Well, I'm seeing gas prices all over the place. Traveling, I'm looking at about a 35-cent range.
Mm-hmm.
But yesterday I discovered my favorite spot where the E85 was a buck less than the regular gas.
Yeah, well, they don't manipulate that product as much as they do the regular gasoline and heating oil and crude oil. Right now, that's really, really being jacked up by the traders. Crude oil had a build. The IEA announced that we had a build in our reserves more than expected, and the crude is still up a buck. Heating oil and gasoline both had a larger draw than expected, but not much. But they're up 3%, 2.5%, 3% today. And natural gas is up 6% today. Of course, they're always the wild child. So I don't know what's going on there, but got some momentum, and they're playing it out. So China had their CPI come in at a negative rate, signaling that they're heading for a recession, or already in a recession, heading for possibly a depression. So that's not pretty when they're not happy. I don't know. Biden's over in Vietnam right now, and I'm afraid what he's doing over there, negotiating some things for what's to come next year. So I'm just nervous about all that. But hopefully we can worry about that in the future and not now. Here's your numbers. The September corn is 4.83 3/4, down 2 cents. December corn 4.96 3/4, also down 2. November soybeans 13.12, up 6. March soybeans 13.24, up 6 1/4. The September wheat 6.42 3/4, down 13.5. And December wheat is $6.69, down 12.5. Crude oil is $84, up $1.08. Heating oil is $3.18.16, up 9.5 cents. Gasoline is $2.91.16, up 6.5 cents. Natural gas $2.97.5, up 19.75 cents. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar. U.S. dollar buys $1.3444 at the border. That's up 24 ticks. The dollar buys 143.58 yen, up 21 ticks. The euro's at 109.77. That's up 23 ticks. The dollar's at 102.44. That's down 9 ticks. Gold's at 19.14, down $10.10. Silver's at 22.76, down 5 cents. And platinum's at 893.70. That's down $10.50.
Doug, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Talk to you then.
All righty. Take care. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Tomorrow we're going to have a fun day. We're going to be at the Bay County Fair. Our broadcast brought to you by the folks at Frankenmuth Credit Union, who are also sponsoring the Youth Livestock Auction. Bidding starts at 6 o'clock at the Livestock Arena. There's going to be a buyer's reception that begins at 5:30. The buyer's reception is sponsored along with Agriculture Day at the Bay County Fair by Michigan Sugar Company. So going to be a good day. We're going to have a lot of fun at the fair, as we usually do at county fairs. So our summer tour of fairs and festivals, farm service, continues from the Bay County Fair, sponsored by the folks at the Frankenmuth Credit Union. Farm service brought to you today by the folks at Freeland Bean and Grain. Now's the time to be checking those fields, Mr. Farmer, and see what you got. If you got any questions, looking at something and you don't know exactly what it is, well, Vic Huffer over at Freeland Bean, he's a certified crop advisor. He can help you. He'll probably be able to supply some answers for you. All you got to do is give him a call, and he'll come out and scout the field. Frankenmuth area, yeah, they service everybody. Freeland Bean and Grain, serving you since 1983. Where serving you is their business. Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville, joining me right now. Jerry, what should we be doing?
Terry, again, we're getting really close to that one day a year. If I ever had to drop grass seed, that would be August 15th. So we're getting there at this point. So if you have areas you're looking at reseeding, maybe a little bit of glyphosate to kill off what's there and scratch it up, reseed it. Now is the time to start getting ready to do that. Roundup is safe to be applied. And then as the grass dies, you can seed right over the top of it almost. So, I mean, you don't have to, there isn't a waiting period for a week or a month or whatever after spraying Roundup to kill off the weeds that are there in order to reseed. So spray it now, let it die out, maybe that week, 10 days, and clean it up and get your grass seed on, and you'll be rewarded.
Good advice. Jerry, you take care. Tomorrow, the plan of the week.
We got it ready.
All righty. Talk to you later. Jerry Samolsky,
Yep.
Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Let's slide over to Nutrient Ag. Ed Garber joining us right now. Nope, he's not there yet. We'll be talking to him shortly. Right now, well, why don't we take a quick break, and then we'll see if we can find Ed.
It happens after every commercial building gets built.
That looks great, boys. Wow, what a change. The owners are going to be thrilled.
Even after cleaning out the garage or shed. That leftover scrap metal can be a burden, but it doesn't have to be, and it can make you some cash. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal is a metal recycling company that'll pay you cash and recycle your metal for the future. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal also makes it easy. We can provide containers for industrial manufacturing facilities and small specialty shops for moving and storing scrap metals. Looking to scrap a vehicle? We got you. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal in Saginaw, just north of the Dow Event Center. Also located in West Branch, 1 mile off I-75 and M76. Schedule a car pickup or check metal prices now at rifkin-co.com. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal, recycling today for tomorrow.
The Thumb Area Old Engine and Tractor Association is going to be having their 47th annual Old Engine and Tractor Show beginning Friday, going through Sunday at the Tuscola County Fairgrounds. We'll be broadcasting Saturday morning. brought to you by the folks at Steiner Tractor. New parts for old tractors made easy. 800-234-3280 or go to steinertractor.com. Now we were able to find Ed Garber. Ed got you out of the field and into the pickup here. What's going on?
Hey, Terry, I'm still out in the field. Sorry about that. Well, what's going on? It's a perfect day in mid-Michigan. I'm out walking in a trial right now, looking around. A lot going on, right? We got moisture. We got disease growing. We got a good crop growing. What else you want to know?
Well, what are you seeing out there as far as disease, pressure, anything at all right now, Ed?
There's not a ton. There is, tar spot's been located in many counties now. I didn't look this morning, but the list grows each day. Most growers have implemented a plan of fungicide application on their corn to mitigate that risk. So nothing blowing up, Terry, but I guess if I could give any advice to growers right now, probably the same thing I always say: get out in the field, do some walking, look around. Remember planting. We had a tough time getting this crop out of the ground, and there's a lot of blanks out there. There's a lot of bare spots, but it looks good at 55 from the windshield.
Sure does. Ed, you take care. Have a good one. All right.
Have a great day.
I will. Ed Garber over at Nutrien. Along with me, I have Chuck Cervinsky from Maple Hill Nursery in Midland. And Chuck, with the weather the way it is, and it's August, there's probably some things that we should be planning for here as we get close to the Labor Day holiday.
Definitely. And one of those items is lawn repair. And we have the perfect product to use on that this fall. It's called Topsoil Blend from Morgan Composting and Dairy Dew. It's the perfect mix of peat and topsoil, quickly becoming one of the most reputable topsoils out there for fixing up lawns. It's screened and mixed to perfect proportions that will take your project to the next level. We recommend a 1 to 2 inch base of the topsoil blend for patching up lawns.
Now, as far as getting the lawn ready to put the Dairy Dew in, is there any advanced preparation we should be looking at?
What you would need to do, if you've got a bare spot on the lawn, take a shovel and dig down about 2 inches at a minimum, preferably 3, and get rid of the area that's burned out and replace that area with the Dairy Dew topsoil blend. Then go ahead and put your seed down right on top.
Now, as far as putting the seed down, just spread it and rake it in?
Spread it, rake it in, and it's also a good idea to take and put maybe a little straw over top of it, 1/4 inch thick or so, just to help hold the moisture in.
So if we have some individual questions about our particular lawn, I'm sure we can just stop by and you can take a look and chit chat back and forth. And then when it comes to what all of our Dairy Dew products can do,
stop in and we'll show you how to do it with Dairy Dew products from Morgan Composting.
Experience the most reliable RTK.
How do you make the most of your land? Shaw does it behind the wheel of a John Deere 1025R compact tractor.
Why do I go by Shaw? Shaw stands for skilled hands at work.
And he lives up to the name as he uses his versatile tractor to
make my yard look as beautiful as I possibly can.
But the Hubbards use their 1025R to
do both vegetables and my flowers. It's exciting, putting yourself out there, learning something new.
And with a long list of easy-to-attach implements, ranging from a front loader to a box blade and backhoe, they both can make
the earth take the shape that I want it to take.
There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. How will you make the most of yours? Nothing runs like a Deere. Get a 1-Series tractor for just $130 per month at your John Deere dealer today. For additional cost information, please call toll-free 855-633-2315.
Contact with a Tri-County Equipment's 11 locations: Auburn Hills, Bad Axe, Birch Run, Burton, Caro, Fenton, Lapeer, Marlette, Reese, Saginaw, or Sandusky, or visit Tri-County Equipment online at tricountyequipment.com.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Studios, WSGW